Using delay gives you the ability to add your own sound to the mix and also an opportunity to get creative with it. Now, if mastered, it is a tool with which you can delight both the audience and the performers. This is how to use effects in live sound mixing part 3, and today we'll be adding delay to our mix. There are basically two types of delay. There are delays that add space to your sound, they are not timed to the music, and then there are delays that are timed to the tempo of the music. Now, using a musical delay or one that's timed to the tempo of the music is one of the most entertaining things you can do while mixing. Now, let's check out what the MG2414FX has to offer. I'm using Effects Processor 2, and Effects Program 8 has been configured as a mono delay with a delay time adjusted using the parameter knob. Now, this is typical of the delay you find in most small consoles with built-in effects processor. It's very basic yet very usable. Now, the parameter knob here varies the delay time between 0 and 800 milliseconds. Here is an example I've made using this delay. First, the dry sound, and then in the next clip I've added a delay of about 100 milliseconds to the lead vocals.
So here I stand in these jeans, all kinds of blood running through this stream. The many dreams that have been chased, well, I wear them on my face. There's so many cloths from which I'm cut. Just call me an all-American mud. So here I stand in these jeans, all kinds of blood running through this stream. The many dreams that have been chased, well, I wear them on my face. There's so many cloths from which I'm cut. Just call me an all-American mud.
Observe how it's increased the presence of the vocals without clouding it with too much reverb. Now, this is a useful alternative to reverb when you're mixing in a venue that's already quite reverberant by itself. I usually keep this type of delay short, usually between 50 to 100 milliseconds, and it works very well for lead vocals and solo acoustic instruments like the saxophone and brass instruments. This mixer actually comes with another form of delay, the tap delay. Now, with the tap delay, instead of using the parameter knob to vary the delay time, you can actually use the tab button to set the delay time to match the tempo of the song. And this is where you get really creative. Since the delay time in this case is set using the tab button, the parameter knob for this delay then adjusts the feedback gain. Now, the feedback gain determines how many times the delay repeats before it fades away, and it ranges from 0 to 99%. Usually a value between 10 and 40 works well for most use. Now, let's add a tap delay to the electric guitar. The first thing is to send the electric guitar to the delay unit using Effect Send 2. I've covered the process of doing this in part 1 of this series. You can check it out, link is in the description. The next thing is to tap crotchets or quarter notes to the drum beats to actually set your delay time. Now, let's listen to these two clips. First the dry sound, and then with quarter notes delay added. For that clip, I've used a feedback gain of 10%. Now, the faster the delay time, the higher the amount of feedback gain you can get away with. So let's listen to that same recording again, this time with an eighth note delay or a delay with a quiver speed and a feedback gain of 20%. Now, this use of the effect helps the instrument fill out the mix. It can also be employed in vocals as seen in this clip. Now let's consider my most favorite method for using these effects, and that's using it with lead vocals or lead instruments to emphasize individual notes, words, or phrases. Let me show you what I mean with this example.
Shut up, do something other than ripping on the people who be doing it for the love of the upbeat, the deadbeat, the hip hop hippie, playing for me with the bucket on the street. Said me and my crew are gonna get through this. Yes, I said now me and my crew, ain't nothing too bad when the gloves are brought. I said now me and my crew are taking you higher. Oh, I said now me and my crew, always there to inspire and push you over the edge. Do do da da do do da, do do da da do da.
To do this, first turn up your Effect Send Master and then set your delay time using the tap button. I've used the quarter note delay for this example. The next thing you want to do is to turn up your effect return and switch on your effects so that your effect will be ready and good to go. So as the words or notes you want to emphasize approaches, quickly turn up the Effect Send knob and turn it back down after the words or the phrase. It's a small thing, but it can add a new level of excitement to your service or to your event. To check out the entire playlist on how to use effects for live sound mixing, click here. And if you'd like to support this channel, a subscription would be appreciated. Thank you for seeing this video. I'm Kelvin. I'll see you in the next one.